Hello everyone, it's Kathy Champion and thank you so much for joining me back here today on my YouTube channel. I am so excited that you're here and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. It means so much. I've got my host code here. I'm also going to have it flash on the screen. It's going to be in the description below. Spend $50 or more after tax and shipping and receive a free gift from me at the end of the month, actually the first week of the following month. Also, it will put you in a drawing for the Darling Donkey stamp set. So any purchase of any size will put you in the drawing for this. $50 or more, you'll get a free gift from me. So that's how the host code works, but you have to make sure you use the host code. So I also want to take a moment and thank everyone who ordered from me yesterday, and congratulations on free shipping. I love free shipping. I'm actually looking at a larger ticket item right now, and of course I am looking for free shipping. So of course Amazon is usually my go-to place. So anyway, I just want to thank you so much for shopping with me. And I had inspiration that came to me. I actually was cutting a piece of our butterfly paper, and it's this one right here, and I want to show you what that looked like. For any of you that have a scan and cut, this is what your scan and cut can do. I took this particular piece, let's see if I can find it right here. And I took it to my, oop, that one's got a cutout. Let's see if we got a whole piece. There we go. I took that to my scan and cut, and all I did was told it to cut out these butterflies. So when I finished, I needed something to put my butterflies in, and I already had one of these little gold, these are called the pizza boxes, and they come in a pack like this, and you get 8 of them in the white ones and also 8 in the gold. These are the gold ones. They don't look gold until you fold them because they are white on the inside, but they look like this. Isn't this cute? And this one was already folded, so guess what I did? I put all of my little cut butterflies in here. So then this morning I was thinking, I think I'm going to keep my butterflies in here, but I need to decorate it. So then I got to thinking, do I want to use the gold one? Maybe we need to decorate one of the white ones. So I'm going to put my gold ones over here. And again, I cannot tell you how impressed I was with my scan and cut, the Brothers Scan and Cut, to cut all those butterflies out. Now the ones that were on the edge, it cut those as well, and I just threw the ones away that was only a piece of a cut, but all these in the center came out beautifully. And now I've got a whole handful of butterflies from one piece of paper that's already cut for me. No fussy cutting. I know some of y'all love fussy cutting, and I can do it, but I think it's time consuming. I don't have time. I stay so busy with putting up videos and taking care of running my business and taking care of all my customers, doing the things I love. And so why not have a machine to do the things that I may not find as enjoyable as others. So that's why I use my scan and cut. But anyway, what I wanted to center in on today is these boxes, because these boxes are so cute, and we're gonna cover one of these and decorate it. I want to decorate it using the butterflies because that paper is gorgeous. I've got an idea of using some of the, you know, I've been on that hydrangea kick lately, and I do have another hydrangea card. But look at this mercury glass paper, and I know y'all are getting a glare from my lights, but look at this when you lay it over top. This is the Rococo rose color, and look at it over top of this pattern paper. That is beautiful. I know you're seeing my ceiling fan, my ceiling, my lights. Sorry about the glare, y'all. Anyway, this is really pretty, and I thought it would be really cute on the box. Here is the gorgeous grape layered on top of that, and that is stunning. Here it is on the striped piece, and I'll be honest with you, I think I love that, and I didn't think I would, and I don't think my camera's doing it justice, because I can see those faint lines, and I don't think the camera is picking that up. But anyway, I think that is just gorgeous paper. I love that mercury glass. I'm going to take my paper out and I'm going to lay the mercury glass back in the back of my little folder here and put my paper back up. I'm not sure that I'm going to use that, but I may be using that on a card when I work with this hydrangea again. And I've got some pieces already cut with an idea. I just have to bring it to life, and you know how that is. I'm not going to fold this box just yet because what I want to do is measure the score lines, and then I'm going to cut some pretty pattern paper. And I may just go ahead and use some of this and some coordinating cardstock. So we know that we can use the basic black, the Bermuda Bay, Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, Mango Melody, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight, Poppy Parade, So Saffron, and of course Basic White. Alright, so let's see what color. Evidently that pattern of paper was not my favorite because I did not use it as much as I did some of the other. And I've got lots of scraps back here. You know, this right here was so pretty, but I love that side. Oh, I think I'm going to use a piece of this. We're going to use some scraps. We're going to scrap this box together. There's another one of those pieces that's been partially cut. All right, so I'm just going to grab a ruler, if I can find one amongst my mess. I've been working on projects and I've got stuff piled up everywhere, so please forgive me for my mess. All right, this is 3.5 inches, so I want to cut my paper. Let's see, it's 3.5 by 3.5. Makes it really easy. 3.25 by 3.25, and I'm going to start off with a solid cardstock, and I think I want to use the Rococo Rose because it's going to play so well with this. See how pretty that's going to look together? So I'm going to cut this at 3.25 by 3.25. So let's move this over. And I just thought I'd bring you along for the entire process, measuring it and actually cutting the pieces. So we're going to do 3.25 right there by 3.25. And that's going to give us a nice little base for the top of our box. I need to figure out, this will be the top right here. Yeah. So this is going to go right here. And I know if that is 3.25, I'm going to need this piece to be 3 inches. So I'm going to cut this to 3. And I'm going to turn it, and if you notice, I'm going to keep that rose color on there. So I'm going to cut off this side instead of that rose-colored side. So 3 by 3. And now we're going to mat this on top of here. And I'm going to do this very simple. This is going to be something that any crafter, even a beginner crafter, can do because I'm going to keep everything very simple and very easy. So we're going to put strips on our sides. So this side right here, let's measure it. You know what, I bet, no, not quite wide enough. So we're going to need, I'm going to lay these mats over here as I cut them so that I can kind of keep everything straight, if that makes any sense. So this is 1 inch by 3.5. So we're going to do 3/4 by 3 1/4. So let's see, 3 1/4 would be right there. And let's turn it this way, 3 1/4. And we need 2 pieces of this that is 3/4 of an inch. Now I'm going to do my 3/4 over on this side, and the reason for that, it gives me more space here to hold my paper. So I'm going to cut 2 of these at 3/4. So now let's see what else we need. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and put our box together, and then we can better see exactly where we need to put our pieces. And I'm trying to decide. Yeah. The shiny side goes in, and I'll tell you why. Because you can put food in these. These are food safe. They have that nice shiny side. So what you're going to do when you put one of these together, you're just going to bend up your sides, fold in your tabs, just like this. You're going to have these little notched edges that are going to come out on your little side pieces. Okay, so I've gone ahead and folded, and you get all these fold lines creased, which makes it a little bit easier. These 2 little pieces right here popped out, and if you notice, you've got little indentations here and here. These are here for a reason, and you'll see as we start to put this box together. So all we're going to do is we're going to fold these up, and when you get these up in place, you want to kind of push them through so they come through right there, and hold them, and then bring this over, and then that pops right in. You'll actually hear it click, and then you're going to fold this in. And the reason they call these mini pizza boxes, because it looks like a little mini pizza box. So these 2 little tabs right here will come over top of those to hold that in place, and then you're just going to bring this in, bring your side pieces in, and tuck it down, and it tucks down just like a little pizza box. And how darling is that? I think it's so stinking cute. And now we can go ahead and decorate this. And you know, I have, I'm going to open it back up. I already have the piece for right here. So I want to go ahead and start, no, I'm sorry. We're going to do this piece first. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these on, and I think for this I'm going to use my my tape runner, or my Stampin' Seal, I'm sorry. My Stampin' Seal Plus is my go-to adhesive. So I'm just going to take this and put small little pieces all the way around. It doesn't take a lot of this to hold, so you can be sparing with it. But on something like this, you want to make sure that you get it all the way around so that it will stick, you know, fairly well. So I put a couple pieces in the middle. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this to the edge, and I'm going to gauge where I need this to sit, and that looks, sorry, that looks really good right there. So I'm going to press it down. And then we have this piece, and I think I want this to be, yeah, I want it like this. I want that pinkish to be at the bottom and that more bluish green at the top. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to come in with my Stampin' Seal Plus and just run some little pieces along my edges. Probably should bring out my silicone craft mat so I don't get adhesive all over everything, like my desk. The good thing about this little silicone craft sheet is anything will come right off of it. Nothing sticks to it. So if I get adhesive on that, I can just roll it off with my finger. I can take that to the sink and wash it. There's a little piece of Stampin' Seal hanging off. So anytime, if you have any of the Stampin' Seal that hangs off, just roll it back onto itself and it will still work great. So that way you won't have any sticky hanging off from the sides. So I want to get that right about there, and then I'm going to press that down. And I have an idea for my butterfly. I have this beautiful butterfly. I've got another one too. But I am thinking that I want to put this, I don't know if I want him on there or if I want him on white. Let's cut a piece of cardstock. I'm going to lay this over here. I want to see what my oh, look at that. with it on the white, all of those colors really show. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my butterfly or my Brilliant Wings, and I'm going to grab that whole die that cuts out all of the pieces, and that is this one right here. And I'm going to cut this piece of paper in half. So let's move that and get our paper trimmer. And then we are going to put this in with the 11-inch side up, and we're going to cut it in half at 5 1/2. Slice it. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put my butterflies, and I'll bring them up to the top a little bit. And I can save that piece of cardstock right there. So I'm very conscious of how to save cardstock. So cardstock is not cheap, so we want to get as much bang for our buck as we can. So where did my sticky note go? There it is. I'm going to put one up there at the top and one right here, and all that's going to do is ensure that it's going to stay in place. And I'm not going to bring the die cut machine over. Y'all seen me use it many times. I'm just going to lay this in here, line up everything, and I'm going to crank it through. Now hear the pop. Love it. Look at this. Look at all these beautiful white butterflies we have now. So we have all of these that we can use. I'm going to pull those off because we will use those again. I get a lot of use out of these little flags before I actually throw them away. So, and they work great because they do not tear your paper. I've tried washi tape, and I've used the purple tape and a lot of different things, but the Post-it notes seem to work the best for me. So now while I've got this here, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this piece off. Lay that over there. And I'm going to bring that up to right about there and slice it. And now I still got a scrap there that's usable. So let's rake off our butterflies. Get them off of there. And we got some white backgrounds now that we can use on our cards and what have you. And I've got a lot of different colors cut out, but I didn't have any of the white ones. So I'm anxious to try this one. Oh, look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I love that. I don't know if you're seeing the delicateness of it, but it is beautiful. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to just put these over to the side. And we are going to use this one. And what I'm going to do to glue this down is I think I want to use some glue dots. These are usually the best way for me to get my adhesive where I want it without it showing too much through this vellum. So I'm going to put maybe 2, one at the head and one at the end of his tail. I guess that's a tail. Do butterflies have tails? I'm not sure. It looks like we might be able to roll one. I'm going to get my trusty little take your pick tool, and I'm going to pick up one more. But this one I'm going to, let me zoom you in just a hair more. This one I'm actually going to roll it. Just roll it over onto itself. These things are so forgiving. And this is going to give me a smaller piece, if you can see that. And all I'm going to do is come in and put that right here on the body of the butterfly and pull that off. Now we've got adhesive all the way down his body that's not going to show. And I'm going to come in and put him down just like that. Now he is stuck really good on there. He's not going anywhere. And look at those wings. Oh, so pretty. I love that. I love the delicateness of the white background on that. I think it's gorgeous. All right, so let's come back to our little box, and I want to do my 2 sides right here. And these are the 2 pieces that we cut for our sides, because these sides are what is going to show. So these sides are going in. So I need to decide whether I want to do the front right here. Oh, come on. I think I do. I think I want to put a piece there, and we're going to see if we can punch that out so that it will look pretty. But I think one of these, no, we need it to be just a tiny bit bigger. So we're going to cut another one of those. But these ones right here are going down like that. And I'm wondering if I want to do the Rococo rose behind it. Oh, why not? What do you think? That's not quite long enough, so we're going to have to cut our strips this way. So we're going to cut these at 1 inch. So I'm going to lay everything over, and we are going to grab our paper trimmer one more time. And I'm going to cut this at 1, I'm really thinking 3/4. No, let's go over to 7/8. I think 7/8 will give us a good border without it being, you know, too much. And this is 3 1/4. We're going to go to 3 1/2. So we need 2 of these at 3 1/2. So 3 1/2 would be right there. And 3 1/2 on this one. And on this one, because I am kind of designing it while we are on camera, I'm probably not going to have the dimensions. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get them written down for y'all and be able to post them so you will have them. Because if you buy these little pizza boxes, you're going to want to cover them and decorate them. And once you have these dimensions on this, it's going to be really easy to put this together. So let's go ahead and use some of our Stampin' Seal. And for this piece, I'm just going to go right down there. And I'm going to come over here and go right down on that side. And then we are going to press this onto this piece. Be mindful of your border. Just like that. And you know, if this is a little bit longer than the other side, you can grab your paper snips and just snip that off because it's going to be very forgiving. So let's just trim that. And that gives us a much better border around. So now we're ready to put that down. So let's put a little bit of Stampin' Seal on this. And I'm going to run it the same way I did before, all the way down both sides. And I do have some exposed right here, but we're going to fold that back on itself. Very easy, easy peasy. And now we're going to stick this down. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold it like this and see if I can get it centered just like I want it. Oh yeah, very, very good. That worked out really, really well. So now we have this piece, and we're going to put this piece on here. Again, Stampin' Seal Plus. And if you haven't tried the Stampin' Seal Plus, you really owe it to yourself. For a runner, this stuff is awesome. I really like it, especially if you're dealing with like a thinner paper. This is a paper, not a card. Well, I don't know. It's probably a lightweight cardstock. The Butterfly Bijou. And sad news for everybody, if you're interested in getting the butterfly paper, it is out of stock, and as I told you, unless Stampin' Up changes their mind, this is not coming back. And it makes me sad because it's so beautiful. Alright, press that down, and then we are going to put this on here the same way we did the other one. Run my adhesive, fold it back, And I'm going to bring this over and I'm going to eyeball it and sit it right down like that and press. Alright, so now we need to do this strip right here. And I am thinking that's not big enough. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see, it might be if we cut a piece of this. So let's see what size we need. So it looks like it's an inch. Oh, forget my ruler going the right way. Here we go. It is. It's 1 inch by 3 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and cut another piece of this at, I think I'm going to do it at 7/8 of an inch, just like I did a while ago. So 7/8. That's, if you're using this trimmer, it's going to be the mark, the long mark right before you get to the 1 inch. The shorter mark is a 1/16, and that's an 1/8. So that is 7/8. So I'm going to do it over on this side. So it's going to be 7/8 right there. And then we know we need it to be 3 1/2. And then this piece, yep, we can do that. This is going to be 3/4 of an inch. I think I'm going to grab more of the green. So 3/4. And now see, I'm using scraps. Isn't that great? Don't you love it when you can work a project and use up scraps? And doing these little boxes is great for using your scraps up. And you can decorate these for Easter, Mother's Day. You know, we just had Valentine's Day, which would have been a great time to have done these little boxes and put some chocolates in them. They're very versatile. They're really good to have in your stash because you know, I did that wrong. That's okay. It's not going to stick to that, so I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to go ahead and put my seal on this one. This is another good thing about this craft sheet. You know, if you make a boo-boo like I just did, I put it on the Rococo rose first. And I want to remind y'all, if you love the Rococo rose or any of those colors that I showed you the other day, the end colors that are getting ready to go out, grab them up now because they're going to be gone. And once they're gone, they're not coming back. Alright, see, I'm able to pull that up and my seal is still on there. It came up off of the mat perfect. So what I need to do is I need to gauge where my little hole needs to go. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick this down. And now I want to do something with my butterfly. I really want to kind of concentrate on him right here, but I also want a sentiment. So I think I'm going to put him like this, so I'll have a place here to put a little, or do I want to put it here and a sentiment here? I have the perfect idea of what I want to do. Remember this little piece that we have left over from our die? I am going to grab my double oval punch, and this is a new punch. This punch is in the new the spring catalog. So I don't know. Let's see if we can get both of those to work. Let's see if we can do this in the Rococo. Oh yeah. See what's so great about this? You've got two places to punch, and you have a scallop and just a scalloped oval and a regular oval. So you can really get in here and punch out exactly what you need with just a small piece of paper. Now this is gonna punch half of the other one because I don't have a thin piece of white. I could cut this in half, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna punch it. Now we have a beautiful little piece that we can put on here. And we can stamp a sentiment. And I want to put just a little word. And let's look at our itty bitty greetings. I love the one that says, may God bless and keep you. And since I'm making this, I'm just making this for me, I think I'm going to use that one. And I think this is going to fit on here. Oh yeah. That's what I love about the itty bitties. They fit on the smallest of pieces, which makes itty bitty so great. So I'm going to get that where I want it. I'm going to get a small stamp block. Something like that. You know what? Let's get this lined up. Y'all know that I don't do anything straight. I have a hard time getting things lined up. I stamp crooked all the time. Y'all might not always see it, but believe me, I do. And I think I want to do the Rococo Rose just to play up on that color. So I got my Rococo Rose ink, and I'm going to ink that up. And then I'm just going to come, and one thing you want to do is not rock your stamp. That's another reason you want stamp blocks that fit your stamps. So I'm going to straighten that up just a little bit, and I'm going to come in and I'm just going to kiss my paper. I'm going to hold it there but not rock it. Just hold it. And then when I come up, I'm not going to drag it. I'm going to come straight up. That didn't take as good as I wanted it. So let's do it again. That's why I got two sides of paper, right? Nobody's going to see that back side except us. I'm pressing a little harder this time, but I'm not rocking. Much, much, much better. Alright, so I need to clean my... What did I do with my cleaner? Y'all know that I would lose my head if it was not attached, so it's a good thing that God saw fit to attach my head. Okay, here it is. I cleaned this last night, so it would be nice and clean for today. I usually do it, especially if I've done a lot of stamping. I try to make sure that I clean these off nightly. It also keeps them from getting mildewed. A good idea if you're not using it for any length of time is to leave it open. It will dry out completely, but you can always come back and wet it. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on this. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals. And this is small, so you're only going to need maybe 3. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to wrangle those like that. Put them in the trash. And then we got this cute little scalloped oval. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to sit this down on here. Oops. I don't want to get it crooked. Sometimes I do better if I hold it up, and then I can kind of gauge it top and bottom and side to side. Yep, that looks really good. Alright, so that's ready to go down on our little box. Let's close our ink pad. I love that snap. That snap lets me know every time that, oh, I love that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, yeah. Alright, so let's put some glue on the back of this, and I am going to just use my liquid glue. And I want, let's see where we want the glue. We want it on the bottom the bottom part, not on the edge of the wings. So we're just going to do here, 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 and a little bit on the antennas. And now we are going to stick him down at an angle, just like that. Put a little pressure on that and let it dry. And I'm going to do the same thing with this. I've got dimension on the top, so I don't need it. Put a little bit of liquid glue on that, and then I'm just going to drop this and push it up so it's right up underneath at the edge of his wings. And look how beautiful. But we're not done. We got to jazz up that butterfly just a little bit. So let's grab some gems. Oh my goodness, look at these. These are the pastel pearls. They came with the hydrangea suite, but I am going to use those pink ones on our butterfly. I just cannot help myself. So I'm going to use the putty end of my tool, and let's close up our glue. The good thing about the Stampin' Up! Embellishments like this, they come with adhesive already on the back of them, so you do not have to worry. Oh goodness, is that not gorgeous? You don't have to worry about putting glue on these. They are going to adhere. So just like that. All the way down. Ah, is that not gorgeous? Look at that. And now we could come back and put a little Wink of Stella on here, but you know what I'm going to do? Do y'all remember, let's see if I can find it. I took my my champagne mist paint, these little bottles that you can get, and I used one of the spritzers, and I know I've got it over here. Just got to find it. I thought it was over here. Oh, is that it? No. Okay. Let me stand up. Sometimes you just need to stand up and look down in here, and you can find things that you didn't know was there. And you know what? I don't think it's there. Oh, I was going to spray that with my little shimmer mist. What did I do with my shimmer mist? Ah, it's right here. It's in another basket. Anyway, Stampin' Up! Sells these little spritzers. And what you do, and see, I even put a thing on it, champagne shimmer spray. You put in just some rubbing alcohol, and then you put about 6 or 7 drops of this paint in with it, and you shake it up, especially when you first mix it, but every time you use it, you want to really shake it. And then you can spray this. And I am going to get this going first. Oh, it's already going. Now, I sprayed a good amount on there, so I'm going to fan it. Because remember, it's alcohol, so it's going to dry really fast. But it's going to put a beautiful glimmer on this. It wet my paper a little bit right there, but hey. It is going to make a very beautiful shimmer on our butterfly and our top of our box. You can already see it. Do you see the shimmer? Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Love it, love it. This turned out even better than I thought. And what I'm going to do, because I got a butterfly on it, any of my cut butterflies are going to go in this box. I will definitely put this in the spritzers in the description, so if you want to pick one of those up and make your own little shimmer spray, you can. And it's so easy to do. Just throw, it's not even a recipe. Just throw about a half of your spritzer full of alcohol, and then drop in some of the champagne mist paint, and you are good to go. Alright, so on this gold one, like I said, I used my scan. Oh, that's not wanting to hold. Oh my goodness. And it's because of the plastic coating in here. I might have to get some Stampin' Seal or some two-way tape. Or tear and tape might hold this. But anyway, in here I've got all these little butterflies that my Scan and cut out, and these are little bitty ones. Look, some of them are tiny. Look at this. Could you imagine fussy cutting this? Let me get this one out. Could you imagine fussy cutting these butterflies? I could not. But my Scan and cut them all out beautifully, and some of them are big, some are tiny, you know, some are in between, but they cut so pretty. And now I've got all these little butterflies, and that's why I wanted this box. I really wanted this box. I might have to put a glue dot just to hold him down a little bit, because you know what happened? That's vellum, and we sprayed that alcohol on it, so of course it's curling up. And I might be able to hit it with my heat gun, but I still love it. I think it's gorgeous, and I may do that. I may just put a glue dot on each corner just to help hold him down a little bit. But I also love the fact that he can look like he's in flight. So pretty. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm going to go ahead and put these butterflies in here. All of my little butterflies. And now I have another gold box. And see how good that one closes. This one actually works really well. And so cute. Love them, love them, love them. So if you have not seen our little pizza boxes, you might want to go and check these out. I'll have the order number and everything for both the white and the gold, so you can take a look at them. And also for our butterfly. Now, like I said, I will not list this paper because I just found out a little while ago that this is off the market. But everything else that I used is, and you could always use some other DSP on this, and it would be just as cute. And for any of you that did grab up some of this paper, consider yourself blessed because you got it before it was gone. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the process of watching me actually put this whole box together and design it. I think it turned out beautifully. I hope you liked it. And I hope that you would try something like this. A beautiful way to put on your desk. I might even take a sticker, make a sticker and put right here and say butterflies. Not that I need to because I got a butterfly here. I'm going to make another one of these and put flowers on it. And then I'm going to do any of my pre-cut flowers and put those in it. That way I'll have a place, and I know that when I reach up to get that box, I will already have die-cut butterflies in this one and flowers in the other one. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I appreciate you and I love you so much. And until we craft again, may God bless and keep you. And remember, let everything that you do and say, and let that sink in, everything that you do and you say, every action that you make, every anger that you have, think about it before you react. Let it be pleasing to our Father in heaven. He is so worthy. So until we craft again, y'all take care, be safe, and be loved. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.